XDC, the nodes part of the nodes.primexdc.com, it's a application that is tracking everything about masternodes, and not only masternodes, about every big wallet, every big movement. When a masternode is created, when a masternode is resigned, and when a masternode gets a slash, when a big whale is moving USDC or XDC across the blockchain, or whatever it's important in terms of blockchain, it's reflected there.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another XDC Mina podcast where we talk about the future of blockchain and technology. I'm Rebecca, your host. Today, we're joined by Arturo Cantera, a builder within the XDC ecosystem who has worked on various dApps and initiatives and is now leading the development of Prime XDC nodes. Before we begin, please note that this content is for informational purpose. Nothing in this video is investment or financial advice. Let's get started. Arturo, welcome to the podcast.
Hello, thank you so much, and thank you so much for inviting me today. A quick intro about me. I have been in XDC since 5 years already. We built quite a lot of tools that people is using almost every day or every day. We started with staking, then we did lending and borrowing, and now I'm really more focused into what is the network and the infra of the network, so we can also grow our products.
Perfect. Great background, Arturo. You're quite a leader yourself, right? So let's talk about now the dApp or the platform that showing metrics, I guess. But please tell us more about Prime Nodes XDC or Prime XDC nodes.
So Prime XDC, I mean the node platform, was born from the necessity of tracking masternodes, tracking on-chain data, and how XDC is moving around the blockchain. So we were checking which type of infra we had on the network for tracking this node and how it works. So we say, okay, we are not able to wait anymore. Let's build it. So Prime XDC, the nodes part of the nodes.primexdc.com, it's a application that is tracking everything about masternodes, and not only masternodes, about every big wallet, every big movement. When a masternode is created, when a masternode is resigned, and when a masternode gets a slash, when a big whale is moving USDC or XDC across the blockchain, or whatever it's important in terms of blockchain, it's reflected there. So that's why we build it from the necessity. We saw a gap there, so we build it. So the community have a platform to track all of these events. So the errors from the bug are not going to be repeated in the future. That's why we build it.
So that's a solid picture overview of how the platform works. Now, Arturo, for the viewers who doesn't know about validators, can you tell us what is validator? What does it do for a network? And why do you think it's important to monitor them?
So the validators itself is the blockchain. I mean, XDC is a proof of stake blockchain. The name is XDPOS, XDC Network. So the validators are itself the blockchain. I mean, validators produce the blocks, essentially. So tracking them, it's crucial. I mean, because we can monitor what is happening on the network. If the network is getting an outage or something like this, we can check immediately in this platform. So we have 808 validators, but you can be a candidate. A candidate means if you have minimum 10 million XDC, you are able to be a candidate. So the competition to be a validator is insane. I mean, right now there is, if I'm correct, 254 nodes. That is a 2.5 billion XDC staked. But we expect it to grow exponentially in the next coming months. That's why we are building on the infra. So to the question, validators is the network. Validators are the network itself.
Now, moving on to, diving deeper to what the platform is, should be some, terms that I may not know, like uptime, rewards. What are these? How do I interpret this data?
So on the platform, you have starting, you have the overview. in the overview, you are able to see how many nodes there are in the blockchain, the rewards that the validators are getting paid. You have the decentralization index. You have the alive feed with the biggest movements, and then you go to the header, and then you have different sites. You have the proposed events. That means when a validator is created. You have the resignations, means when a validator is destroyed. Then you are able to track all the masternodes, like when it was created. So you can see all of the historical data of these masternodes, all the rewards that they got, and how it was working. I mean, you can see the uptime, if the node went down, why it happens, all of these things. And you are also able to track the central exchange wallets, so you can see how the XDC is moving around. So you can see from the validator point if the exchange is hosting a node, or if a user is withdrawing from the centralized exchange to host a node, and more things like you are able to see the centralization of the blockchain. So you can see if an institution or something like this is hosting a lot of masternodes, you can track it from there. So also you can go in advance the market, because in XDC we have a resignation period that is 31 days, more or less, depends on the block timing. So you can see, 10 nodes are going resigned. Maybe we will have a movement in the price, right? Or why is happening, so you can track everything. Or look, we got 20 new nodes, and then you see the price going up. So it's a real-time indicator of what is going to happen in the blockchain or what is happening right now.
Your platform handles a lot of data and also some verifiable analytics. I love that part. And of course, this is more transparency for the network, right? Now, Arturo, moving on to from a practical standpoint, how can node operators or delegators use PrimeNodes XDC to make, better decision? I know that you covered that a while ago, but please elaborate the answer.
Good. So if you are a node operator, we are nodes operator. Numbers is hosting a lot of master nodes from PrimeStaking. It's a platform that solves our life, because we can track everything about our nodes. If you are a node holder, you can get a tax report. You can get alerts in the moment that your node goes down, or get a slash or something like this. You can get the Telegram bot. The Telegram bot will immediately send to you a message in case something is happening with your validator. Even you can customize it to get alerts from all of the other validators, so you can play faster, right? And also you can have a portfolio. In this portfolio, you can track all of your wallets from the same place. I mean, you just need to add it. Or you can simply add nodes as your favorites, and it will alert you on everything. And from the delegator point, you have all of the data there. So you can choose which node are you going to use to do your delegation. It's really important because it's full transparent, and you are able to have all of the information before choosing your operator if you are a delegator, because it will maybe because you never know what can happen, getting the best rewards, the best uptime, and the best terms for your money.
Using your platform, it enables investors and participants to have more informed decisions before they invest or do something, right? So now stepping back a bit, Arturo, your platform is public. Anyone can actually access it. So why do you think it's important for blockchain or for a blockchain network or XDC that there should be a transparency in terms of the network uptime or downtime?
The blockchain is completely public. Everyone can track it from a blockchain explorer, or calling RPCs, or things like that. But here you have a platform that is public for everyone. Before we had it a subscription, but we decided that it's really important to have all of this for free, so people can track everything. I mean, the only thing that you need to pay is for the tax reports, because it's really in the back end, it costs a lot to generate a tax report. So we need maybe to get a little bit back, so we can keep hosting the servers. So it's crucial, the platform like this. I mean, the information was already there, but we are showing the information now to the people and to the node holders and operators, institutions, everyone. everyone can check the information there, and they can see a really smart way or putting your assets to work. Because, for example, if I'm an institution and I'm looking for a place to park my money and I want a huge return in this case, XDC pays from 8% to 10%, right? Depending if you are a normal candidate or a validator. So here you can track all of the history also. So it's really important for the new players and for the current players, this platform.
Now let's talk about the risk. What as a user, what should I look at to I think you call it slashing, or as I mentioned earlier, also downtime. Can you explain that more a bit?
So starting with the slashing, slashing means that your node is not performing as it should. So let's say, easy words, your node start missing blocks, or is not well synchronized with the other peers, or things like this. So your node can get a slash. It means that it goes out of the rewards,
Right.
or or worse, if it goes down. In the moment that this goes down, you can also get removed from the validator part. So yeah, the platform helps you with this. So if something is happening bad with your node, you go fast and fix it, or you will get a slash or removal, or even if you are a bad actor hosting a node, also the platform can check this risk. Like, okay, this master node is not doing healthy things. Let's say. So from the risk analysis, you are able to track more things also, like this masternode was a hack or something like this.
Mm-hmm.
So the wallet was compromised. So we are tracking all of this history. So we are able to track also the movements of this XDC. So we see if it comes from a previous hack or something like that. So also it tracks the centralization, and it tracks again the uptime and things like that. So the risk analysis helps you to be really healthy in terms of what to choose there.
All right, great explanation, Arturo. But expanding a bit on the slashing and if a wallet is hacked, just making it sure that the network is still safe, right? Still
Yeah.
secured. How
Yeah.
does it work?
I mean, slashing is when your node is not performing well. It means that it's not synchronized with the rest of the peers. The rest of the peers are the other nodes. But slashing, I mean, is totally safe for the network. It happens because a node is not operating well, and maybe it's proposing fake information or delayed information. So that's why this slashing is there on the blockchain. It's a way of security for the blockchain. So it's how it's worked, slashing.
Right. And then I think if a validator is not working, as a standby node is there to take over its place, right?
Exactly. Yeah,
Okay.
that's why the standby nodes are there. If it's a validator that gets a slash, a standby node will go. And also, this standby node will start earning from 8% to 10%. So if you are a standby, here it comes an opportunity to go to the validator.
Correct. It's very critical to monitor the health of the network. So, yeah, Arturo, we talk about the validators themselves, the node infrastructure providers. So, let's talk about institutional players. Because lately, a lot of institutional players are really, having interest in terms of staking or being a validator of a network. So, tell me how important your platform is for institutions, especially for the ones who are very leaning to reports and analytics.
Yeah, so the institutions are big players, right? So they are looking where to park money or where to get a percentage from this money. So if you are choosing a proof of stake blockchain, that a lot of them are doing nowadays for the big rewards that some of them have, um, they need to have all of the information to make a decision where they are going to put the money.
Correct.
Because I don't know, you go to a different blockchain and it's empty. I mean, okay, there are a lot of people doing staking, but why? I mean, how I'm able to know that this is the correct decision? So having all of the information there help them a lot to take the correct decision and to bring them into the XDC network.
So Arturo, talking about roadmap, what kind of features or add-ons we looking at in the future?
So I think for sure I want to say that the community here is the most important, because if they request something to us, we can put it really fast into production. But in our roadmap, we have in our X account, the Prime XDC alerts, right now is an AI agent that is able to reply to whatever you ask. But we want to improve it a lot. So it becomes like a institution of knowledge of XDC. So everyone that tag this account will get a instant reply from what is a validator, what is a masternode, what is this project on XDC, what is slashing, whatever question you just told me, this agent is able to reply instantly. So we also have this agent doing education also. So it's posting what is a validator, how rewards work, what is PrimeStaking, how to create a node. I mean, all of these questions is helping with that. And more things we want to add is more tracking of lending and borrowings, I mean, staking, all of these things. So we will have a place for all of the risk. Right now, we are doing with other tools the risk analysis of all of the platforms on XDC. So we have publicly all the information to become a really safe network and really transparent. That I think is what it means. Right now, with AI, hacks are happening every day. So the security is key. I mean, now more than ever. I mean, we are getting like 2, 3 hacks every day right now. So it's crucial to be advanced to these bad actors that are coming because it's a big business, bad actors. So we need to have all of the transparency, all of the risk, and always think ahead of them so we can be safe.
Great roadmap, Arturo. And yes, to our viewers out there, if there's something, a feature or an add on you want to request the team, please reach out to Arturo. So, yes, Arturo, before we wrap up the podcast, any final message to our viewers or our community members?
So Prime XDC is the branch from Prime Numbers that take care of XDC. We has been working here really hard since the last 5 years, and now more than ever we are working harder to make XDC as big as we can, as safe as we can, and really transparent. Because when I started in crypto back in 2016, my mission was to make everything extremely transparent. So I hope they follow us in our journey like they were doing these 5 years since I created Prime Numbers. And I want to say that thank you so much for inviting me. And it's a pleasure as always.
I appreciate everything what you've said, Arturo. And yes, we appreciate all the hard work that you've been doing for your own project and, of course, for the XDC network. All right. To our viewers out there, I hope you enjoyed this episode. And if you want to know more about XDC network, please go to zinfin.org or follow our official social media handles. See you on the next one.